Hi, I'm Terry with Terry Hine Associates. Today I'm in Marietta, South Carolina at 178B Grant Road. And I'm saying 178B because that's what's on the mobile home that we're selling. It's got tiny bedrooms, 3. They was going to convert it over to maybe a 2-bedroom. It's got 1 bath. It was rented earlier this year, but it's dark in there and I'm not going to take any pictures. I want you to come out here. I don't have my spotlight. Come out here, bring a flashlight and look at it. But it did have somebody in it earlier this year. And they started doing some repairs, and the county came out and made them clean up a bunch of trash, and they just gonna sell it. And they've got another couple of properties that they're gonna work on instead. So I want to show you around what I know, and you kind of figure it out from there. And we may walk around a little bit here and there. Okay, I'm out here at the road, and that's my car there in the way, but this area right here, now this is what I was told, that there was a double wide, I don't know, maybe a building, but the last thing here they were told was a double wide, and it was a bar, and you brought your own beer, and they closed it down. So that's kind of where we at. Now, if you want to, I would print out a copy of the tax map, and you'll see over here on the right, when you come in the driveway, a little bit of our land goes on the other side of the creek, and I think the neighbor keeps it mowed over there. All right, as we head up the hill, the mobile home could use some vinyl. They started putting a deck on it. That didn't go very far, but there was somebody living in it, I was told, earlier in the year, and he wanted free stuff, and that didn't work out too good, so they just gonna get gone with it. But I'm gonna go up this hill, and on the left-hand side, there was a camper spot, and I'll show you that when we get to the top of the hill. This was an RV spot, and let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there's a power pole where it was hooked up, and there's probably some kind of water or something over here to get to it. And behind us, you'll notice on your tax map, there's a triangle, and we don't own that, but you can see that other building up there. I've heard it could be bought. So you might want to contact that person. And our land goes almost up there. Here's the mobile home. Somebody built a frame and a tin roof over it. All right, I want to walk down here to another area. All right, over here, is where some water lines intersect, and there's a red shut-off here. That neighboring property gets water off our meter, and they had the meter on till last time. All right, now this is the upper end of the property where the power line goes, and you can see there's a creek between us and the power line right away, so that'll give you some privacy. And if you'll look, there might be a space on the other side of the power line. Somebody talked about some tiny houses. All right, and we're looking at the mobile home. It's got an addition on the front of it, right here. And I don't have a light, that's why I haven't been in it. There's a nice piece of land. This is the end down here. Looks like it could use some vinyl or screening or something, and they started building a deck on it. But it probably could use some new vinyl. And you can see that metal roof that was added on top of the original roof up there. And I think it'll be a good piece of property, and you might put multiple units on here or a few campers and be able to get some rental income out of them if you can find out where all the septic tank hookups are. It's got public water, Greenville water system. I did call about that, Brandon did, and found out about it. But that circles us around, and you can go on up the hill and you'll see where the power lines are and look at that area. All right, that's gonna wrap us up here in Marietta. Come out and look at this property. The mobile home's open, and just walk over it and get your bring a tax map, print it out so you'll have it, and look at this property. I think there's some ideas here. Maybe you can start another bar, who knows? But it seems like they told me there was a double wide there, and they had some problems, they had to shut the bar. All right, I'm gonna hit on another property. You got questions, give us a call.